This is a fun topic for me. Video gear upgrades, what should I do first? Whenever I go on locations to shoot, a lot of people love to talk about my gear. They like to talk about my drone, what kind of camera I have, what kind of audio equipment I have, if I have studio lighting, and which upgrades should I be getting. The first thing I always tell anybody is to save your money. Don't worry about the fancy camera, don't worry about the fancy lenses first. If you're shooting on an iPhone, which this is an iPhone right now that I'm shooting on, this is the onboard audio that you're hearing right now. The first thing I tell them to do is to upgrade your audio. You can start with a Video Mic Pro, which is this audio, and this is pointing directly at me as a shotgun mic. It costs about 200 bucks. Rode is superior when it comes to the run and gun shooting equipment, and this microphone is hands down one of the best ones that you can get for run and gun. The second one that I would recommend, and it's super cheap, it's even cheaper than the Rode Video Mic Pro, is a Zoom H1. And so it costs about 100 bucks online on Amazon, and I've paired it up with a Sony clip-on mic, which is this right here, and it costs about 20 bucks from Best Buy. This is my go-to mic for just about every scenario. I do redundant audio recording when I go on site to shoot, and I usually do that with my shotgun mic, or I use that with my higher end shotgun mic, which is still made by Rode. Again, the first upgrades I would go with is audio. Now, if you do have a camera and you're looking to upgrade your camera, what I would tell you is not only upgrade your audio first, but once you have that dialed in, once you know and understand how that works, upgrade your lens second, okay? Now, you can't compensate for bad glass. Whenever you invest in good glass, it'll last for years, it keeps a lot of its value, and you can use it with other cameras whenever you upgrade your camera body. Now, if you're shooting primarily on your phone, or if you're shooting on a point and shoot camera and you're looking to upgrade your audio and figure that out. And if you're looking to upgrade your camera, upgrade to a cheap camera body. When you upgrade to a cheap camera body, you're gonna have a lot of restrictions, but that's actually in your favor. I can't tell you how much I wish I would have started with a cheap camera body rather than going straight to my Sony a7S. My Sony a7S, yes, it's a great camera. I really wasn't able to maximize from it or push it to its full capabilities just because I still was in the beginner mindset. So when you start small, when you start with the phone, when you start with the point and shoot, start with a cheap camera body, get a really nice lens that will grow with you, because as you upgrade your camera body, you'll still be able to use that good lens. Use those restrictions in your favor. So to recap, the video gear I would upgrade first would be my audio, lens, and then camera body. If you don't have a camera body and you're in the market to purchase a camera, what I would recommend more than anything, hear me out, rent before you buy. Look on Google, look on Yelp, see if you can find any places in your area where you can rent cameras. And if you can't rent a camera and you know somebody that has cameras, then you can ask to borrow theirs. Become familiar with the gear before you actually invest a lot of money into it. If anything is gonna cost over 200 or 300 bucks, I would recommend renting first before you own. And that's what I wish I would have done from the very beginning. Also, if you have a client that needs lighting, you can actually, from the same camera gear shop, you're able to rent lighting gear. So you can rent camera bodies, you can rent camera lenses, you can rent camera gear like gimbals, audio equipment, and lighting gear. All these things point back to my first initial response. Start small, save your money.